Bold and the Beautiful. Ridge humiliated when Steffi's game plan exposed. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel Beautiful Today. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Bold and the Beautiful has Steffy Forrester riding high over her firing decision. But Ridge Forrester soon becomes tainted when her secret agenda rises to the surface on the CBS. It looks like Ridge may soon discover his daughter's decision to oust Hope Logan isn't about her marriage, but what it is about may make him feel like a fool. Bold and the Beautiful. Steffy Forrester and Ridge Forrester hammered for unethical moves. Bold and the Beautiful turned Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K., into Steffy Forrester's Jacqueline Messinswood sidekick for this new storyline. For every complaint that comes through the office door about the recent firing, Steffy uses a snarky remark to justify her deed. But she also has Ridge, and she turns to him for reassurance. The dutiful father never sways, as he backs her up every time the chorus plays about bringing personal issues into the boardroom. So far, just a few family members and friends suggested Steffy made an unethical move. But Bold and the Beautiful spoilers promise more. B&B. Steffy basks in her glory until Ridge sees the bigger picture. The Forrester daughter seems to bask in the control she holds today, especially with her father backing her up. Ridge Forrester sides with Steffy, and he believes that she got rid of Hope because she disrespects her marriage. He also seems to think that's okay in the corporate world. But Bold and the Beautiful drops hints that Ridge Forrester soon finds out what she is really after. And if this theory holds water, he likely feels like a fool because it's not his daughter's personal life she's manipulating but his. Bold and the Beautiful. Personal agenda breaks wide open. Steffy Forrester may know exactly what happened between Hope and Finn in that design office on Bold and Beautiful. She has a habit of lurking in doorways to catch what she can before entering a room, so she may know it was an accident. But this scene dropped in her lap, so she could have seen it as a useful tool. Steffy Forrester doesn't act like a wife concerned that her marriage is at risk. She was too quick to tell Finn she didn't blame him at all and made sure to pin it all on Hope. Steffy spent a lot of time dangling the HFTF line over her stepsister's head. While it aggravated Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, it wasn't enough to ruin her father's relationship. So, when a chance to fire Brooke's daughter popped up, that would be all she needed to put massive stress between Ridge and Brooke. If this is what the co-CEO was going for, it worked. B&B. Ridge sees through Steffy a little too late. Bold and the Beautiful has Ridge Forrester well aware of his daughter's wish to have her parents back together. And Brooke warned her about playing matchmaker when Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, returned to town. Steffy Forrester doesn't act like a woman worried about her marriage failing. She seems too confident lately on Bold and the Beautiful that Finn would never sway. That said, banishing Hope Logan from the SC campus seems like overkill. Soon, Ridge Forrester is bound to figure this out. The more she's questioned, the more desperate Steffy gets to keep the Logan daughter away. Ridge likely figures out that his daughter's insistence on firing Hope doesn't fit the crime, even if there was one. So, if Ridge Forrester learns he was used as a pawn, along with Hope, to put him back with Taylor, well, it would humiliate him. He's defending Steffy Forrester against accusations that this is personal to her. But if it was a matchmaking scheme for Taylor and Ridge, then he looks like a fool when others find out. Worst of it all, Ridge helped her play out this ploy with his unwavering support. So is this an undercover matchmaking ruse set forth by Steffy Forrester? If so, Ridge Forrester will likely find it tough to face all the people he shot down when accusing his daughter of bringing personal issues into the boardroom. Especially if those personal issues might turn out to be his on the CBS. The Bold and the Beautiful is a soap opera that has captivated millions of viewers over the years with its intricate plotlines, intense family dynamics, and shocking twists. The Forrester family, particularly the relationships within it, has always been at the heart of the show's drama. From love triangles to corporate power struggles, the stakes are always high. One of the most compelling characters in the Forrester family is Ridge Forrester, a man whose life has been defined by love, betrayal, and power. But what happens when Ridge is caught in a web of deceit, not from an enemy, but from within his own family? People he trusts most, especially his daughter Steffy, are the ones conspiring behind his back. This is the scenario that plays out when Steffy's game plan is exposed, leaving Ridge humiliated and grappling with the repercussions of his daughter's actions. In this exploration of the bold and the beautiful's dramatic world, we dive deep into the emotional turmoil and chaos that follows Steffy's bold move to manipulate not only her family members, but also the very foundations of Forrester Creations itself. As Ridge's world unravels, viewers are taken on a roller coaster of emotions, betrayal, and family conflict. Steffy's master plan. At the heart of this shocking turn of events is Steffy Forrester, the determined and ambitious daughter of Ridge and Taylor Hayes. Over the years, Steffy has grown into a powerful woman with a clear vision for her future. She is smart, confident, and most importantly, driven by a sense of loyalty to her family. However, her loyalty often comes into question, especially when it comes to the future of Forrester Creations, the fashion empire built by her father. Steffy has always been a competitor in the family's business, constantly vying for the top spot at Forrester Creations alongside her brothers, Thomas and RJ. But as of late, Steffy has been feeling sidelined. Ridge has been increasingly focused on his personal life and his relationships, particularly with Brooke Logan, while Thomas's behavior and questionable tactics have placed him in an unfavorable light. This leaves Steffy feeling like she has no choice but to take matters into her own hands. The game plan she develops is one of subtle manipulation, leveraging her position within the company to push the agenda she believes will secure her place as the future leader of Forrester Creations. But this plan is not as innocent as it seems. Steffy's tactics are far from transparent, and she is willing to use anyone and everyone around her to achieve her goal. She starts planting seeds of doubt in her father's mind, subtly manipulating Ridge into making decisions that align with her vision for the company, all while presenting herself as the voice of reason. Steffy's game plan is a carefully calculated move designed to undermine Ridge's authority without him even realizing it. She works in the shadows, using her charm and strategic thinking to bend situations in her favor. But in the world of the bold and the beautiful, nothing remains hidden for long. Sooner or later, the truth comes to light. The humiliation of Ridge Forrester. When Ridge finally realizes the depth of Steffy's manipulation, the emotional fallout is intense. For a man who has built his life around trust, loyalty, and family, the revelation that his own daughter has been orchestrating behind his back is a betrayal unlike any other. Ridge's first reaction is one of disbelief. He's always seen Steffy as a strong, capable woman who shares his passion for the family business. The idea that she could be working against him feels like a punch to the gut. As Ridge tries to piece together the truth, he's confronted by a series of shocking revelations that show just how deep Steffy's web of deceit really goes. The exposure of Steffy's game plan forces Ridge to confront his own blind spots. For years, he has put his trust in his family, believing that the Forrester name would remain untarnished by personal vendettas and power plays. But Steffy's actions revealed just how fragile that trust really is. The humiliation Ridge feels is not just about the betrayal itself, but also the fact that he was too focused on other matters, namely his complicated relationships with Brooke and Taylor, to notice the manipulation happening right under his nose. The fallout from Steffy's actions leaves Ridge questioning everything he thought he knew about his daughter and his family. He feels humiliated, not just by the deceit, but also by the fact that he was blindsided. Ridge has spent so much of his life as a leader, a patriarch, and a man who is always in control. Now, for the first time, he feels powerless, a mere pawn in his daughter's game. Family divisions and power struggles. The exposure of Steffy's game plan doesn't just impact Ridge, it has a ripple effect throughout the Forrester family. Tensions between Steffy and her brothers, Thomas and RJ, become even more pronounced as they all vie for control over the future of Forrester Creations. With Ridge's authority shaken, the battle for dominance intensifies, and the Forrester family dynamic becomes more fractured than ever before. Thomas, ever the schemer, is quick to seize the opportunity presented by Steffy's actions. He sees an opening to further his own ambitions, positioning himself as a potential ally to his father, Ridge, in an attempt to regain the trust and power he has lost in the family business. But as much as he may try, Thomas's reputation precedes him, and Ridge is far from ready to trust him again. The youngest of the Forrester siblings, finds himself caught in the crossfire of this intense family drama. With Ridge humiliated and Steffy's actions causing a rift in the family, RG must navigate the complicated web of loyalty and power struggles. He is torn between his desire to support his father and his growing resentment of the constant drama that surrounds the Forrester name. As Ridge grapples with the fallout of Steffy's betrayal, he must also deal with the growing division among his children. The once united front that the Forrester siblings presented has now been shattered, and the company they once fought to protect is now the battleground for their personal ambitions. Ridge's relationship with Brooke and Taylor. One of the most significant emotional repercussions of Steffy's game plan is the strain it places on Ridge's relationships with Brooke Logan and Taylor Hayes. For years, Ridge has been caught in a complicated love triangle between the two women, each of whom holds a special place in his heart. But as Ridge faces the reality of Steffy's betrayal, he finds himself torn between the two women who have been his emotional anchors throughout his life. Brooke, ever the optimist, tries to support Ridge through the humiliation, offering him comfort and guidance during a time of crisis. But her support only goes so far when she realizes that Steffy's manipulation might have been partially fueled by Ridge's own neglect and indecisiveness. Brooke begins to question whether her place in Ridge's life is truly secure, or whether she is simply being pulled into the chaos of the Forrester family once again. On the other hand, Taylor, who has always been fiercely protective of her children, reacts with a sense of disappointment towards Steffy's actions. While Taylor understands her daughter's ambition, she cannot condone the deceit and manipulation that Steffy has used to achieve her goals. Taylor's bond with Ridge has always been one of mutual respect, but Steffy's betrayal forces Taylor to confront the fractures within their family, leaving her to wonder whether her relationship with Ridge is strong enough to withstand the storm. As Ridge's relationship with both women is tested, he must come to terms with the fact that Steffy's game plan has exposed more than just the cracks in his family's business. It has exposed the deep emotional wounds that have always existed within his relationships. Ridge is forced to question whether he can ever fully rebuild the trust that has been lost, both within his family and in his personal life. The path forward: can Ridge recover? Ridge's humiliation at the hands of his daughter is a turning point in his journey. As he navigates the aftermath of Steffy's betrayal, Ridge must decide how he will move forward, both as the head of Forrester Creations and as a father. Can he regain control of the company? Can he rebuild his fractured relationships with his children and the women he loves? And perhaps most importantly, can he find a way to forgive Steffy for what she has done? The path forward for Ridge is uncertain. His journey of redemption and self-discovery will be filled with challenges as he works to rebuild his sense of authority and trust within the Forrester family. But one thing is certain: the exposure of Steffy's game plan has set the stage for a new chapter in Ridge's life, a chapter where loyalty, love, and power will collide in ways that none of the Forrester family members could have predicted. As the drama unfolds on The Bold and the Beautiful, one thing is clear. Steffy's manipulation of her father may have humiliated him in the moment, but it will ultimately change the course of his life and the future of Forrester Creations forever.